I just wanted to come out and give you guys some information and let you know that yesterday afternoon we arrested one of our employees, a woman by the name of Kenitra Casper. She was an employee in our records and ID section, specifically worked in records. It came to our attention about a month ago that somebody had been sending out information from the sheriff's office, which included photographs of police officers and other information that is protected. We know that some of this information made it to people that are part of the criminal element involved in drug activity. So we started investigating that. That investigation wrapped up yesterday afternoon with this arrest. This lady, Ms. Casper, had been emailing and texting information to people that were known to her. Like I said, mostly consisting of photographs and some other information that's protected by the law and that's very specific in the law that can't be disseminated outside of law enforcement. And in fact, she used our computers and her passwords to be able to get on there and get that information that the general public wouldn't be able to get. So she was arrested. It's a big concern to us. Some of the photos that we were first made aware of were photographs of narcotics detectives that work undercover. And it really concerns me that we've got an employee here that either doesn't know or doesn't realize the danger that she put her fellow employees in. When you got these undercover guys out making drug deals, the last thing you want is for you to think they don't know who you are, and in fact they do know who you are. So you're going to get a arrested looking report, I guess, that'll have some charges in it. It's probably not completely complete with the numbers that I'm going to give you, and I'll explain why. That was done yesterday, and that information was taken off of the arrest warrant that was done. And then after the arrest and an interview, Ms. Casper confessed to all of these charges, and there were some other incidents that we were looking at that she did confess to. And so with those, there were some add-on charges today. So with that, there were a total of 14 counts of disclosure or use of confidential criminal justice information, which is a third-degree felony. There were 9 counts of official misconduct, which is also a third-degree felony. 3 counts of misuse of confidential information, which is a first-degree misdemeanor, and 3 counts of obstructing justice, which is a first-degree misdemeanor. She's been an employee for about 7 years here, up until yesterday. So that's pretty much all that I think I have, but I'll be happy to try to answer some questions if you have them.
How long has she been employed? I know you just said
7 years.
7? Okay.
We have a reason for motive?
I don't think we've got there yet. We are still looking into some things, and we'll be talking to her again. But you know, the sheriff has said, and I know he said it to you guys many times, we're not going to tolerate misconduct, whether it's administrative misconduct, and certainly we won't tolerate criminal misconduct here. And we don't like to have to arrest our own, but that's what we do. But, you know, same thing if we found somebody in your business that was doing something that was illegal that they shouldn't do, they would be arrested for it. That's the way we handle our people too. So.
Did you try to trace who this information was disseminated to?
We're working on that.
But you said that you believe it was someone in the drug arena?
I do know that there was at least somebody out there that my guys tell me is a drug dealer type guy that had access, that had possession of a couple of these photos.
Can you discuss anything about your wife recusing herself from the case of the 12-year-old?
And what about the safety of those narcotics officers? I mean, what are you guys doing to try and back that up now?
They've been made aware. We've reassigned some people a little bit based on the area of town where this was going, some things, but without getting into a lot of detail, we're taking the steps.
Do we have a reason to believe there's any more officers involved?
Well, there were a number of officers that we believe some pictures were given out. We seized some hard drives. As you know, that stuff takes a little time. We're going through computers and we're working on that stuff. So we'll be taking steps to try to make sure they're all safe.
Had you had any disciplinary problems with her as an employee before?
I asked that question too, and it looks like just actually this month she was given a written reprimand for abuse of leave, and that was the only thing. It's nothing related to anything like this.
Reprimand for what?
Abuse of leave.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Any investigations have compromised it, as far as you know, because of this?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Any chance that she might have done something like this before? Are you guys taking a look at any of her past behavior with the records?
They're basically building a historical case at this point, looking back at all the computer records. So yes, they're looking at it.
Was there any instance of any of the narcotics officers who had the photos released, any real danger that they came into out in the field because of this?
Not that I'm aware of.
So there was precautionary, but nothing happened?
Well, when you say precautionary, you mean by just telling? We told them about it, and yeah, no, there's been nothing that's happened that we're aware of, but it does concern us. I mean, you guys know if we give an award to one of our undercover guys, we ask you to not show their faces, and just for that reason. I mean, we really, I mean, it's serious business. Those people are out there dealing with criminals every day, and they don't have a lot of backup and support a lot of times. They're out there on their own. So
Are any of them concerned about going back out?
we're looking at it.
How are you going to make fallout from this in terms of, are you going to reassign officers? What's going to be the...
Well, that's going to depend. We're going to have to take a look and see how much of what went where and see how much we think is going to impact those officers. It's a very big city. We probably can just move some people around a little bit, and that'll probably solve it. But we'll look at it and see how it's going to work.
All right.
Moving forward, is there any
She's
way?
been here for 7 years, but with the hiring process that put her into place, it sounds like there wasn't a whole lot of disciplinary problems up until now.
No, the only discipline up until this point was the one I just told you about.
But my question is, will there be any change in hiring policy
No.
to...
No, we have a very good hiring policy. It's very intense and involved. People go through background investigations, polygraph investigations, psychological investigations. There's a myriad of steps that we go through. Unfortunately, I mean, if you look back through the years here, we've had people that we've had to arrest for various things that you can't always predict the future. I wish we could. Did you have something else?
I was going to ask that same question. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.